that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion.
Hey Puddin', Spatchcock Funk here, and today we're making walnut toffee whiskey bread pudding. It's basically all 5 food groups in one thing, so how can you go wrong with that? This is one of the best desserts we've ever had. It's something that's eaten in New Orleans and it kind of spread around the rest of the country, around the world. It's basically a custard meets a souffle, meets a loaf of delicious bread, and we're throwing in some candied walnuts, some toffee, some whiskey. I don't really think there's anything ever gonna go wrong in that situation. As we get started, really, what I think about is a souffle, bread pudding. Think about the most comfortable bed you've ever been on, the best couch you've ever been on, the most comfortable blanket. Imagine that, and then someone came by and served you your favorite food and then just looked lovingly at you for a few hours. That's what this does. Now to start with a custard, right, the custard mix, you need eggs. So this takes 5 eggs that you whisk. So crack them. Start beating those so they're really well whisked up and well beaten. From there, we're gonna add 1 full cup of sugar. Then you're gonna add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Then you're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1/8 a teaspoon of cinnamon. Get that evenly stirred. All right, now we start getting into the really beautiful parts of this thing. You have 8 tablespoons of butter, and that's a really nice way of saying a whole stick just cut up. We've got our butter. Now to really get things going up a level, 2 cups of heavy cream. I'm talking heavy cream, the heaviest cream you can find. Get to mixing. We've got our custard. Now, we like a foil baking pan. Take some like canola oil, kind of mild, coat it a little bit. Then you're gonna take 12 inches of a French loaf, French bread, and cut them into 1-inch cubes. And then you're gonna fill the pan with that so it's kind of filled out evenly. Next, take 1/2 cup of candied walnuts. I mean, these things by themselves are an awesome dessert. Sprinkle those around. Then you're gonna take a 1/2 cup of chopped up toffee bars. Sprinkle that all the way throughout. Then finally, take that awesome custard you just made and whipped up and pour it all over your bread toffee walnut mixture. Kind of squish it all down with your whisk, with your wooden spoon, whatever. Get it all so it's in there tough. And don't worry, it's gonna come up and it's gonna fill things up. Wrap it tightly with foil. Now at this point, you're gonna wanna sit in a refrigerator. Well, don't you sit in the refrigerator. Have the pudding sit in the refrigerator, pudding, for 24 hours. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna poke some holes in the top of the foil and put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 40 minutes. You're gonna take the top off for another 15 minutes. It's gonna start to souffle up. Let's do that. Oh, wow. This is the bread pudding coming out of the oven. Now, here's how we're gonna serve this to make this thing really special. We've made a sauce that we're gonna top on top of it with Walnut Toffee Whiskey from Cask and Crew. We love this stuff. It goes great, obviously, with the walnut toffee in here. But I want you to think about when you're cooking this is something we love. When you love someone or something, always treat it with dignity and respect. And that is how bread pudding should always be treated. So be gentle as you're getting it out of the pan. It's gonna come out light and fluffy like that. Now, we're gonna respect the heck out of it with this whiskey cream sauce. Then we got some homemade whipped cream. Bah! Gonna hit it with that. Now, time to see how things worked out. If you die and go to heaven, my bet is it tastes like that. Spatchcock Funk.